Welcome, guys. Thank you to all of you who have been coming to the weekly transmissions. They have been incredibly transformative. I've just spent the last 2 days training more beautiful souls in the transmission process. And if you're drawn to working in this way, learning how to channel energies for transformation for self, for others, and connecting to the planetary light grid to act as a representative of higher consciousness during these times, I have a link below which you can explore more about this. And so transmissions, as always, is a gateway for myself to shift perceptions, shift reality, shift how I view things. And I receive a lot of new downloads and insights which come in, which I love sharing during these sessions here. And what's coming through at the moment is to explore the concept of the mystery, which I'll be doing here. So I invite you to just take a few breaths in and out. Just slow your rhythm down. Synchronize together with all of the other beautiful souls connecting here, watching this as we connect beyond time. And allowing your mind to slow down. Which it may need. And we allow the healing energies to flow when we slow down our rhythm. So what do we mean by living in the mystery? There are many ways to experience life here on planet Earth. And when we approach life through the lens of the mystery, we experience a very different perspective, a very different lifestyle. This is one of the things I wanted to share here. When we approach life through striving and need to be somewhere, get somewhere, be someone, to master the uncertainty, to make the unknown known, it can lead to a lot of suffering. Because that place that we are striving to get to, that person that we are striving to be, is always in the future and formless. And that striving energy takes us out of our zone in this place here, right now, where we are connecting, and can lead to draining, burnout, and a sense of unease. Similarly, when we are continuously yearning to be somewhere else, we are mirroring back a message to this person here in this moment, that we are not happy with who this person is. And so all of the goals, the plans that we have meticulously laid out over the years ahead, however safe they may make us feel, and all of the ideas, the expectations that we have for ourselves, however safe they may make us feel, when change sweeps into our life, as it loves to do, because that is the nature of life, our sense of security is rocked, shaken, and we feel our life, much like a house of cards, tumble and fall. So when we approach living through the lens of seeing this world, this life, this existence as a mystery, we approach the universe as the mystery. Here, instead of needing to know what is happening fully in this moment, we appreciate that we do not know, and that we do not need to know what is happening in this moment. The mystery invites us to live in the present. And it additionally invites us to look at the divine in a different way. Here, we do not need to be in control of everything. We instead surrender to the mystery, to the divine, and open up to the idea that the great mystery is guiding, holding you, navigating you, and directing you to where you need to be in each moment. Here we open up to the idea of a divine plan. And as you open up to this, much as when you were a child, you looked up towards the stars. Perhaps many of you also doing this now. You see the wonder of the vastness above you. And in this moment, it is not so much feeling insignificant in this vastness, yet recognizing the incredible beauty of being a part of something so much greater. Because you, as this beautiful expression of the divine, is part of something so much greater. And here there's a recognition that every aspect of the divine, no matter how big or small, is serving the great consciousness, is serving the great supreme consciousness, all that is. And that sense of wonder allows us to live life in a state of wonder. Because when we are trying to control where we should be going, what we should be seeing, what we should be experiencing, we are often led to feeling despondent. and on deeper levels is suffering. And suffering emerges when we resist our reality. We resist what is being experienced based on our inner belief systems, not being able to handle what is happening. It does not fit in to its idea of reality with the expectations that we have, the ideas of what we can handle, the ideas of how to react or respond to what we are experiencing. All of those ideas and beliefs are stored in that inner framework that we have of how we approach reality. And so when change sweeps in and rocks our world, how we cope with change is determined by how flexible our inner framework of belief systems are. And in turn, that inner framework of belief systems is founded upon core beliefs. And it's these core beliefs that determine how we approach our reality. When we live from a state of mystery, there is less of a need to work with intentional living. In other words, planning out meticulously the intentions of what we want to bring into our world. Instead, our life is the offering in service to the divine. So we open up to what the divine brings to us. We open up to the mystery of life. And it is here because we are so open. We invite in synchronicity, magic, miracles. And it allows us to live in a state of wonder. So how does this relate to difficult situations, difficult change, such as now on the planet there are challenging situations as change is sweeping in and shifting, shaking the reality frameworks of every soul. And this relates to change on a vast level, such as now, and that on an individual level through the changes that occur for you with your relationships, your path, your health, your wealth. All of these are affected by our perception. And so when we experience life through the eyes of that wonder of living in the mystery, we see all experiences as equal, equally sacred, equally given to us to help and support us on our journey, because we are part of that great divine. And the great divine is always supporting all aspects of the divine. Here, every experience is a blessing, which we may not understand in this moment, yet on a soul level, is a blessing of liberation. And often it is a release, a liberation of the belief systems and ideas that we have about ourselves that have been holding us back. And without the challenging experiences in our life, we will not have our reality box shaken enough to have the core beliefs begin to vibrate. And it is the core beliefs, when they are shaken, we have to re-examine how we view life itself. In this way, the mystery allows us to approach all of the situations knowing that if we remain open to the situation, instead of fighting it, resisting it, wishing it wasn't happening, here the blessing becomes meeting the reality. And so these experiences may well feel on an emotional level very difficult. And these emotions are, of course, extremely valid. There is no need to dampen down any of these emotions. Their desire is to be felt and moved through. Yet when we talk on a conceptual, philosophical level here of how we view reality, this allows us to navigate through these experiences and understand how to move through them so the emotions are not continuously pulling us down. And the reason emotions continuously pull us down is when we're not truly meeting what is happening. So how do we meet reality? How do you meet what you are experiencing? How do you meet what is happening? If life is a blessing, and every experience, however hard or joyful, is a blessing, we appreciate that what is being experienced in this moment, if it is challenging, is a treasure waiting to unfold in your life. And this may not occur for some time, because in this moment you are in that situation. And so here we view the experience as a blessing yet to manifest, which still allows that blessing energy to surround the experience in this moment. This opens you to doorways, experiences, synchronicity, support that would not be available otherwise if there is simply resistance to what is. Again, we trust, we have faith, and yet this does not mean that we simply fully step back and just allow, unless of course that is what is being asked. It provides a space for us to be open to all possibilities, where we can engage and participate in the experience. And we meet reality in this way by meeting the emotions, meeting the experience. In other words, acknowledging what is actually happening in this moment. Acknowledging what you are feeling. Acknowledging your fears, your doubts. Giving them space to be felt. And whilst all of this is occurring, surrendering. Surrendering all of these into the universe. Surrendering to the universe's support for you, even if you do not know when or if this will occur. Surrendering even the idea that you will be supported through this. Because even here we are opening to the idea that we are learning something through this experience. And as we see with a child, it is not always helpful to hold their hands when they are learning to walk. We trust implicitly in what we're experiencing, and we open up to all of the possibilities, knowing that the love the universe has for you never wavers, never changes. It is absolute, unconditional, endless in every single moment. Knowing that the mystery loves you completely and is supporting you from guiding you from where you are to where it knows you are meant to be going. Again, shows us it is not about that destination, which has no end on some level as you move through your incarnations. It is about how you are experiencing the journey along the way, how you are picking up new skills, accessing more of your abilities and faith and trust and surrender. And here surrender becomes a powerful tool that takes tremendous courage, tremendous integrity to your spirit, to your emotions, to what is being experienced. And we open up to the divine's support in knowing that we are divine. You as a divine expression is living in harmony with all that is. And every step you take, every experience is a sacred expression of that. However challenging the situation, as you know from your previous challenging experiences, you have moved through them. So what happens when you anchor the wonder into the challenging experiences? The mystery into the experiences when you are experiencing them? What happens when you invoke the divine through celebration, prayer, connection? Through your practice, through your healing, And here, we begin to move deeper into a state of not even needing to ask for help, because we know we are already being helped and supported all of the time. And that trust allows for that help to magnetize in our life, because there is a deep knowing that help is always available, being offered, coming our way. And this is a paradox of accessing that unseen realm and knowing that all of the experiences which will move through joyful and challenging are elevating us towards higher states of consciousness, to be in service to all. Blessings on your journey. Namaste. Namaste, friends. Every Sunday I'm holding a Divine I Am transmission and activation. These are opportunities for you to delve deep into your spiritual transformation. They offer a space to clear, purge, release lifetimes worth of limiting patterns, karmic stories, cycles. And they also provide an activational process, awakening dormant gifts, abilities, and realizations that you have amassed from lifetimes worth of growth. I offer these on a pay-what-you-can-afford basis, and I invite you to journey with me and all of those who connect as we shift consciousness together. Namaste, and blessings on your journey.